Hey everyone, welcome to part 3 of my in-depth review of the new updated Tau Codex out today. As always, my name is Jay. And in this video I'll be covering the troops choices. And since the troops are the core of your army, I'm also going to cover the core formation in the new Tau detachment. So there's not much new in the way of troops. There's still two basically types of troops. You have the Fire Warriors, or you have the Kroot. However, the Fire Warriors got broken up into two different types of squads, depending on what you want to give them. Each of them with their own benefit, and you can take any combination of them in your detachment for your formations. So there's now a strike team and a breacher team. The strike team have the better guns. The breacher team have the weaker guns, but a better invul potential. So that's kind of cool. So for 45 points, the same as before, you get 5 individuals for a strike team. Now the strike team has a pulse rifle and a photon grenade. The pulse rifle being the 30-inch gun, strength 5, AP5, rapid fire. And special rules, of course, supporting fire. They're weapon skill 2, ballistic skill 3, strength toughness 3, 1 wound, initiative 2, 1 attack, leadership 7, 4 up save. You can include up to 7 additional Fire Warriors for 9 points each, so maximum squad size of 12. And one model may upgrade one Fire Warrior to a Fire Warrior Shazui, who has a better leadership by 1, essentially, for 10 points. You can access drones, EMP grenades, you can take a support turret, a missile pod for 10 points. So it's good stuff there. And they can take, of course, a Devilfish as a dedicated transport for 80 points. Nothing has changed there. It's still a Devilfish. But basically they have access to more the things that change is, A, they have access to more drones now, because there's new drones. They came out with the Codex, such as the support turret with missile pod drone. It's kind of cool. I'll talk about it in the fast attack for drones. Yeah, they're cool. They're the ones with the better guns, essentially. You know what? But if you don't want them, you can take the other option, which is the Breacher team. And they are also for 45 points, but instead of a pulse rifle, they have a pulse blaster and a field amplifier, relay, and photon grenades. So their gun is just not as good. It's an 18-inch range gun instead of the 30, but it has pinning and a field amplifier relay, which I'll double check. I'm pretty sure gives them an invul save. Field amplifier relay, I think it's a 5-up invulnerable save. Yep, a model with a field amplifier relay that is in a unit that includes at least 1 guardian drone has a 5-up invulnerable save. So they are more survivable. Essentially, Breacher team, not as offensively strong, but more survivable with a 5-up invulnerable save, as opposed to a lot of things we'll go through the 4-up armor save of the strike team. So, good stuff there. And once again, you can include up to 5 additional Fire Warriors for 9 points each. One can be upgraded to a Shazui for 10 points. A Fire Warrior Shazui may take up to 2 drones from the drones list. Obviously, I would take the drone that gives them the invulnerable save. You can take a DS-8 tactical support turret with missile pod for 10 points. Yeah, and you take a dedicated transport. So, good stuff there. And then finally, we have the Kroot. The Kroot are the Kroot, same as they were before, 60 points for a squad. They are slightly better in close combat, so they're weapon skill 4, ballistic skill 3, strength toughness 3, 1 wound, initiative 3, 1 attack, leadership 7, 6 up save. So they said, like a couple of codices ago, they didn't even have a save. Now they have a 6 up save. There's different types. So the Kroot and Shaper have a Kroot rifle with pulse rounds. There's also Krootox Rider, which has a Kroot gun. Yeah, you can take a squad of them. You can take them in a giant squad, and they have different options. For example, they can have 10 additional Kroot for 6 points a model. May include up to 3 Krootox Riders, which they are riding, of course, 25 points each. And they have a big gun. May include up to 10 Kroot Hounds for 5 points each. These are like little beasts that you can take with them. Their weapon skill 4, strength toughness 3, ballistic skill 0 because they don't have any guns. 1 wound, initiative 5, 2 attacks, leadership 6. And may play 1 Kroot to a Shaper, and a Shaper is kind of the lieutenant, the sergeant of the Kroot. And the Kroot Shaper just gets an extra 2 attacks, so 3 attacks total, and an extra leadership of 8. And may upgrade all Kroot rifles to take sniper rounds. Sniper rounds would be cool, because you get rending. Wounds on 4-ups. Good stuff. So that's Kroot. So that's the troop choices. Pretty self-explanatory, same as before. But, so now I'm going to go into, because we have a bit of time, seeing as we're only like 5 minutes into this review part, we're going to go over the core part of the detachment, the core formation, which is called the Hunter Cadre. The Hunter Cadre, just to review it with you, it has 1 commander, 0 to 1 cadre fireblades, 0 to 1 units of crisis bodyguards, 3 to 6 units of any combination of breacher, strike team, or Kroot carnivores. The 3 guys we just went over. 1 to 3 units chosen of any combination of stealth battlesuits, crisis battlesuits, and ghost keels or riptides. 1 to 3 units of Pathfinder team, piranhas, vespid, stingrays, or drones. And 1 to 3 broadsides, hammerheads, KV-128 storm surges, or sniper drones. So basically 1 heavy, 1 fast attack, 1 elite, 3 troops at least. So it's like a forced mini combined arms detachment. And you get 2 special rules with this Hunter Cadre, which makes this insane. The first one is called Unbreakable Bonds of Comradeship, and this is nuts. Units from this formation that have the supporting fire special, which is pretty much everyone, can provide supporting fire to any other model in this formation if they are within 12 inches of each other rather than 6. So, supporting fire on steroids, people. That is nuts. You can fill almost an entire army worth of points in this formation, because you could take 3 riptides, for example. Having supporting fire for 12 inches is insane, because now instead of turtling in a corner, which they can do, they can just move up slightly if they wanted to and then stick there for the rest of the game, because 12 inches is a huge bubble. So all you have to do is keep squads within 12 inches of each other, which prevents them from cuddling up too close and being vulnerable to blast templates. Now they can just, everyone's conga lining 12 inches away from each other, and when you try to assault one of them, everyone will overwatch at you, and it will really hurt. That is a huge boost. A 12-inch bubble for supporting Overwatch is huge. Just huge. I think that's probably one of the biggest upgrades in this Codex for this army. Is a 12-inch bubble for this formation is nuts. It is really strong, and will definitely lead to a lot of dead people who try to assault Tau. And the next one is called Ambushes and Feints. Units from this formation that are within 12 inches of this formation's commander or cadre fireblade, which once again is pretty easy to do if you just conga line, everyone around, huddle in the corner like Tau usually do. At the start of the shooting phase can run or move flat out and then shoot in that shooting phase. If they want to. I don't think they will. The only situation I can see in this situation is to run away from your opponent and then shoot them if they are getting very close to you. Each unit must complete both actions before you move on to the next unit, otherwise the chance to make the second action is forfeited. So, basically this is huge in another way. So if you happen to get really close to the Tau can respond by running away from you and then shooting you. And if everyone chooses the same target, they shoot you at a better ballistic skill. So that's huge. Basically, these 2 things are just going to guarantee that the Tau player will remain away from you for majority of the game. And if you try to bring in a salty army against the Tau, you're completely out of luck. That's huge. That's huge. So those 2 things combined are huge. Increasing the range of combined Overwatch and being able to run and shoot in the phase. Now they may roll a 1. You never know about the run roll. But it helps still distance the Tau from the assaulters. That's pretty good. So that's it. All the other formations I will be going over in future videos, because all of them really link to other sections of the Codex, like the elites, for example, are coming up and in the next video. and the retaliation cadre is pretty much all the elites. So I'll discuss that in the next video. So stay tuned for more videos. I really hope you enjoyed this one. Leave comments in the comment section down below what you think about the troops choices and my information so far. What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? What do you think? So leave comments in the comment section down below. So thank you very much for watching. Till next time, this is Jay saying, happy painting.